Have you ever woken up to an email that starts with, "We regret to inform you," or walked into a meeting only to walk out with a cardboard box? Or maybe you're clutching your desk a little tighter these days, wondering if your job is as secure as a chocolate teapot. Well, fear not, because today we're going to arm you with the tools to navigate the choppy waters of today's job market. Hey there, Savvy Savers. Welcome back to Fun Financial Insights, where we turn your pennies into knowledge. Today we're diving into the deep end of the job market pool, and let me tell you, it's not just the shallow end that's a bit nippy these days. Diving into the murky waters of the U.S. job market, we find a scene that's less than sunny. The employment rate is struggling to make significant gains, with a slight increase to 60.2%. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the stories they tell. For instance, let's talk about industries. Imagine you're in an elevator and each floor is a different industry. Some are going up and some are, well, not so much. Healthcare is one of the few sectors with a pulse, but even there, the growth rate is on a life support at 14.77% by 2027. On the flip side, we've got industries that are more fall than rise. Remember Detroit's automotive glory days? They're a classic example of an industry that soared and then sputtered. It's a reminder to keep your skills sharp and your options open. Global events can flutter their wings and cause a hurricane in the job market. The COVID-19 pandemic is the moth that roared, pushing more workers into informal employment. And let's not forget about the war in Ukraine, which has thrown a wrench into the gears of global labor market recovery. Now, the numbers may look scary, but it's not all doom and gloom. These events also create opportunities. They push us to innovate, to adopt, and to find new ways to work. They remind us that the only consistent in the job market is change. But while this is happening, how do we adapt? Let's say you have just received that dreadful email. How do you survive while looking for your next role? Let's talk about your survival kit. When your income stream dries up, budgeting isn't just a tool, it's your survival. It's time to trim the fat and get lean with your spending. And here's how. Think of your budget as a lifeboat. Only the essentials should come aboard. That means housing, utilities, food, and healthcare. The rest can swim. Manage your emergency funds or severance package if you have one well. Knowing you have a stash of cash can turn a panic attack into a sigh of relief. Aim to be able to spend it for 3 to 6 months worth of expenses so that you can focus on job hunting without financial distraction. Now that you have your survival during this period settled, I will show you the best strategies to navigate this tough period, how you can improve your resume to stand out, and what mistakes do people make that you need to avoid. Don't worry, just keep watching. Before the end of this episode, I will show you how to make sure your mental health is in good shape no matter what. But if you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please take a moment and hit that like button. And subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you never miss an episode. 7 mistakes to avoid while job hunting. All right, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, neglecting research. Imagine this. You stroll into a job interview without a clue about the company's mission, values, or recent achievements. Yikes. According to a study by Glassdoor, 76% of hiring managers said that candidates' knowledge about the company is critical to their hiring decision. So before you even think about stepping foot into the interview room, do your homework. Mistake number 2, sending generic applications. You know the drill. Copy, paste, send, repeat. But let me tell you, that's a one-way ticket to the rejection pile. Most recruiters agree that personalized resumes are more likely to catch their attention. So take the time to tailor your application to each job and showcase why you're the perfect fit. It's like dressing up for a job interview. You wouldn't wear a clown costume to a corporate office, would you? Now on to mistake number 3, ignoring networking. You might think you can land your dream job solely based on your qualifications, but let me tell you, connections matter. A lot of jobs are filled through networking. That's right, folks. It's not just about what you know, it's about who you know. And you never know where a casual conversation might lead. Mistake number 4, overlooking social media. Your online presence is like your digital resume, and trust me, employers are taking notice. According to CareerBuilder, 70% of employers use social media to screen candidates. So before you hit that post button on your latest party pick or controversial tweet, think about how it might affect your job prospects. It's like conducting a background check on yourself. You don't want any skeletons in your digital closet. Mistake number 5, failing to follow up. So you've aced the interview, but now what? Ghosting the hiring manager is a surefire way to be forgotten in the crowd. Research shows that 60% of job seekers never follow up after an interview. Can you believe that? So don't be one of them. Send a thank you email or a handwritten note within 24 hours of your interview. It shows that you're courteous, professional, and eager for the job. Plus, it's a great way to keep yourself top of mind. All right, let's talk about mistake number 6, being too passive. Waiting around for the perfect job to fall into your lap. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Job hunting is like fishing. You've got to cast your line, and if you want to catch a big one, you've got to do it repeatedly. So don't just sit back and wait for opportunities to come to you. Get out there, network, apply to jobs, and seize every opportunity that comes your way. You've got this. And last but certainly not least, mistake number 7, giving up too soon. Job hunting can feel like a never-ending roller coaster ride of highs and lows, but trust me, persistence pays off in the end. Did you know that it takes an average of 27 days to hear back from a job application? And that's just for the initial response. So don't get discouraged if you don't land your dream job right away. Keep refining your skills, networking like a pro, and staying positive. Your dream job is out there waiting for you. You just have to keep searching. Now, we're not just stepping into the ring, we're dancing in it, because when the job market throws a punch, we shimmy, we shake, we punch right back with the killer moves. So, are you ready to tango with your resume, waltz through networking, and salsa through those interviews? Yes? Well, let's keep watching. Your resume is like your own personal billboard on the busiest street in town. It's got to scream, "Look at me!" So let's slap on the most eye-catching headlines out there. Think digital marketing maestro with a symphony of successful campaigns. Now that's going to turn heads. And hey, let's not forget the supporting cast, your skills and experience. They're the VIPs at this shindig. Get a knack for boosting sales or streamlining processes. Spell it out. Catapult sales by 150% with a groundbreaking social media strategy. That's the kind of blockbuster we're talking about. But remember, folks, no one likes a long-winded saga. Keep it snappy. Keep it sharp. If it's not Oscar-worthy, it's not making the cut. Now let's talk about the art of networking. Imagine you're at the coolest party in town. You wouldn't just stand in the corner, right? Dive in, swap stories, share laughs, and dish out those business cards like they're going out of style. And in this digital age, your online persona is your handshake. LinkedIn, X, these are your stages. Share your thoughts, engage with the big shots, and slide into those DMs with finesse. But here's the kicker. It's not all about taking. It's about giving too. Be the person who hooks others up, who shares the limelight. That's how you become the name on everyone's lips. All right, superstars, it's showtime. The interview. This is where you strut your stuff. But first, let's rehearse until we can't get it wrong. Research common questions and prepare your STAR, situation, task, action, result responses. Here's an example. When faced with a tight deadline, situation, had to complete a project, task. I organized a team spirit, action, resulting in early delivery, result. Deliver your lines with confidence, listen effectively, and respond with the audience in mind. When asked about teamwork, illustrate with a story where you collaborated with a cross-functional team to launch a product ahead of schedule, resulting in 20% increase in sales. Then remember, don't ghost them after the curtain falls. Send that thank you note. It's the encore that could land you a standing ovation, and who knows, maybe even the gig. Preparing for the interview and applying for the position helps a lot. There's something that's bound to help even more: upskilling. To navigate the job market confidently, you need to equip yourself with skills that are in high demand. According to the latest data streams from the job market galaxy, Data analysis, software development, and digital marketing are the stars that are shining the brightest. And don't forget the soft skills constellation, where communication, leadership, and adaptability are the guiding lights. These skills are the thrusters that will propel you to the new career heights. Now, where do you pick up these skills without breaking the bank? Think of a treasure trove of knowledge, and it's all free. Websites like Coursera and Khan Academy are like your friendly neighborhood libraries, just online. And if you're ready to invest a bit more, platforms like Grow with Google and edX are like the elite universities of the internet. They've got the fancy courses that can give your resume that extra sparkle. Upskilling is like giving your career a superpower. And in today's job market, that's not just nice to have, it's a must-have. So, what are you waiting for? Let's turn that terrifying job market into your playground. But before we go, losing a job can feel like losing a piece of your identity. It's okay to grieve, to feel the sting. But remember, it's a chapter, not the whole story. Let's walk through a few of the steps of coping. Number 1, acknowledge your feelings. It's natural to feel a whirlwind of emotions, sadness, frustration, even relief. They're all valid. Number 2, routine is your anchor. Establish a new daily routine to bring some normalcy back into your life. Number 3, stay active. Physical activity can be a fantastic stress reliever and mood booster. Number 4, reach out. Don't go at it alone. Talk to friends, family, or join a support group. Sometimes the weight feels too heavy. In those periods, that's when professional help can be a game changer. Therapists and counselors are like financial advisors for your emotions. They can help you invest in your well-being. Just like a custom financial plan, therapists offer coping strategies that fit your unique situation. They can help you rediscover your strengths and rebuild the self-esteem the job loss might have chipped away. You've got this. And that's a wrap on our job hunting masterclass. We've laughed, we've learned, and we're ready to take the job market by storm. It's a jungle out there, but remember, every no brings you closer to a yes. And with these pro tips, you're sure to shine in the spotlight of the job market. I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new. And if you did, please leave a comment and let me know what you found most interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.